Wealth, security, and opportunity are a byproduct of success. However, it often comes at the expense of deep personal satisfaction and happiness. This is the Design Your Destiny podcast, and I am your host, Penny Chason, board-certified hypnotist and #1 international best-selling author. I work with the highly successful influencers, business leaders, corporate leaders who desire a life by design. In this podcast, I will bring to you succinct solo episodes and interviews that dissect the challenges of success and highlights the ways to leverage your most underutilized asset, your subconscious mind. If you desire peace and happiness in your life, better health, and stronger relationships so you can enjoy the success that you have created, keep listening because this podcast is for you. Of the interstate recording this podcast episode because I have to get it out of my mind because it will not be the same if I wait until I get to Dallas. So I apologize for the tractor trailers going by and all the other noise, but it is what it is. When we share experiences, so I did a podcast episode, it's a couple of episodes ago, I think it might have been 156, where I go back and I kind of take you through some of the events of my life. I tell you my story, just so that you understand how I got to where I am today, and just my understanding of life in general, my knowing my experience. But as I was driving along today, a few minutes ago, I got a very clear message for people following me, for people connected to me, around the purpose and the intention behind sharing these stories. Because you hear me talk about identity all the time. The way that we choose to identify and what we choose to allow to identify us shapes our decisions. It shapes our thoughts. It shapes our choices. And ultimately, it has major influence on where we're going in life and how we achieve our goals. So whenever we want to share an experience, especially if we're, coaches, hypnotists, we're helping other people transform, we're bringing people into our world, it's important that we share, right, who we are, how we gained our perspective. But when we're on this personal journey ourselves, and I believe that all coaches and hypnotists and whatnot are, to the degree that we choose to be active in it, is something completely different. But it's important that we ask ourselves, what is the intention behind what we're sharing? Is the intention to show people that we've experienced pain too? Is the intention to have people see us? Is it our intention to know that we've been seen? That people can relate to us, that people think we're a real person? Sharing these experiences to be relatable is key, but the emotion and the intent around that relatability can actually be holding us back. It can be keeping us stuck in the past, and it can be keeping us from achieving our goals. I keep looking off because I see a state trooper up there with his lights on, and I'm hoping he doesn't think I'm in distress back here, because I'm okay. Let me turn my flashers on. Just do what I can to avoid being stopped. I don't have any contraband. There's not unless, snacks or contraband. But anyway, when we share these messages, so when I share my experience of wanting to unalive myself, when I share my experience of my parents divorcing, they told me they were separating on my 7th birthday, right?
thinking that I wouldn't be hurt because they threw me this big birthday party. Like, what was the purpose of that? It was just to show that I'm human, and to show that I have chosen to not allow my past to define me. If I were to sit here and tell you, oh my God, I so relate, my parents divorced, I get it, it's such a struggle. Like, if I get into that emotion, then I'm needing you to validate me. I'm having some need filled by knowing that you see me. That's me staying in that would be me. I don't do that. That would be me staying in my past to try and get ahead. And when we stay in our past, we cannot get ahead. We will set ourselves free and create limitless abundance, limitless expansion when we reach this point that we can totally be at peace with our past. And when we share that experience of something from the past, it's from the perspective, yeah, hey, this thing happened, but I'm here to show you. It doesn't have to define you. It can totally set you free. Not from the perspective of, oh my God, it takes a lifetime to heal these things. I don't believe that at all. Allowing our past to define us or not is a choice. He's not headed this way. I'm going to shut these flashers off because it's annoying in the background. And if you can hear, it's annoying me, I know it's annoying you. So where was I going with this? My ultimate desire for every client is to reach a place where they don't just understand that their past doesn't define them, that they don't just understand that setting themselves free of it allows them to move forward, but to truly know that in this moment right now, they are not their past. To simply choose to draw a line, and that line moves because that line is in the present. That line is in the present. And in the present right now, my past doesn't define me. 6 minutes and 40 seconds ago does not define me. 6 minutes and 45 seconds ago does not define me. That line moves. I am present. We are present. And what happened 10 minutes ago doesn't determine our future. What we choose right now in this moment determines our future. And when we live our lives looking back to find shit to fix because we need to believe something in the past has to be different or changed so we can move forward, is keeping us from progressing at the rate that we could progress. It keeps our thoughts going back into a place that we don't want them to go. We can be addicted to fixing ourselves. We can be addicted to creating chaos in our life. We can be addicted to needing to have something to fix. That is the struggle. We can be addicted to those things. It doesn't matter how far along your journey you are. We can be addicted to those things, and every time things get good, we need that dopamine hit that we get from getting the validation that there's something that needs to be fixed. So, I want you to know that you can absolutely choose right now. You can choose right now in this moment that your past just no longer defines you. When those thoughts come up, you can say, you know what? No, it doesn't define me. I am who I am, period, end of discussion, and that's it. You can choose that. And if you're going, yeah, but, there's something you're attached to. I'm sorry. There is something you are attached to if you finish that with yeah, but. And that's where the work is.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Design Your Destiny. I would love to know what resonated most with you. So just take a screenshot of this episode, share it over on your Instagram stories, and tag me at penny.chason and let me know what you thought. Also, If you head over to iTunes and you leave a positive review, it helps this podcast to help reach even more people, making a difference, elevating humanity and mankind.